Before starting the video, I just want to say we are now on Facebook as well as Twitter and Instagram. All that stuff is in the description. Maybe I'll put it around me on the screen. So please follow us, like us wherever we're at. The Facebook just started up, so I'm working on kind of piecing it together and starting to use it. But please consider looking at us and following us on whatever social media platform you prefer. Hey guys, what's up? It is the weekend here and we are recording another vlog just to give some updates on everyone since it's been a while that I've done sort of an update video. We'll talk about how things panned out between Asus and Dell in terms of breeding. They are now back in their respective enclosures, so they are separated, and give a little update on Frappuccino. He is now eating every other day. And that's pretty much it. Maybe mention a few things about Max, my bearded dragon, and I don't think there's too much more to update you on, but definitely enough to cover. So we'll go ahead and do that. But real quick, the giveaway. Alright, this has turned into something. I never thought I would have a problem giving Dubia roaches away to a bunch of reptile lovers. And it's been like 2 weeks now, guys. So what I'm going to do is, instead of just playing this game where I keep picking people and they keep telling me to choose someone else, if you want one of the Dubia Roach giveaway options, basically if you want to definitely receive the giveaway and be a possible winner, just comment down below, and in your comment just say, I want Dubia Roaches or something like that, and pick a number 1 through 50. How about that? And then I'm thinking of a number, obviously, or else that would make no sense. And then if you're closest to that number and you say you want Dubia Roaches, or you could just put that number in. I mean, I'll probably know that you want the Dubia Roaches then. I'll let you know. And if you're smack dab on it, I'll let you know right away. But that just seems the easiest way. I'll have to learn from this in the future if I do more giveaways, because this went on more than I thought. But anyway, guys, let's get to the video. Real quick, guys, don't be a sleepy Max, and check that lower right hand corner and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit that bell so you know when I post more updates. Thanks, guys. Alright guys, since we're talking about Max, we'll just do a little bit more of a recap for her. She and Dell are a little overweight, or have been a little overweight. I haven't measured them in a couple weeks, actually probably just a week. And when I measured them, they both did lose some grams. Dell more than Max. Max only lost a little bit, but she's doing a lot better. She's been going through this cycle, and you guys who've been watching my videos sort of know a lot about this, of having some trouble pooping, and just she's been very lazy lately. I think her being gravid and retaining the eggs kind of took a toll on her this spring, this breeding season. So she just kind of put on some weight in the beard. Overall, she looks pretty healthy, but she wasn't super active. She wasn't basking a lot, and she was just not pooping regularly. So we started giving her a little bit of a natural laxative every day, and that's been going well, despite her rejection of the laxative. I mean, she doesn't like drinking it, and it's always this whole thing to get it in her mouth, but we make it work. But she's doing really good. She's being very active. She's actually picking out her salad every now and then. I've reduced her diet in terms of how many roaches or crickets or whatever I'm feeding that day I give her. So she's a little bit more hungry and out on the prowl, which I like. So I think things are going good for her. She's losing some weight. And I've been taking her outside a lot. She's been really perking up outside, and if you have reptiles, that reptiles really do love the natural UVB and the natural sunlight. So I do recommend taking them out as much as possible. But whenever we do that, or I take her outside, she just gets super excited and runs around. Even the next couple days she comes back in, she's like very active and everything, and she'll scratch at the door to come out and everything. So it's really cool, it's really sweet. But that's something I've been doing to get her a lot more active. But that's pretty much it for Max since I've last really talked about her. She's doing good, still some work to do. I'm still testing husbandry things because a lot of this shouldn't really be an issue, but we'll get there. She's doing good, she's healthy overall, so I'm not too worried. Alright guys, now the Asus and Dell update. Here's Dell. Dell's my female, if you don't already know. By the way guys, I've been trying to get really good at determining if an Ackie is female or male based off of headshots. So if you have a Ackie that you're unsure of or already know of that you can test me with, that would be great, because I'm trying to get good at this. But anyway, here's Dell. Dell, Like I said, has been having some weight issues, but she's been going through like cycles of being gravid or not. She did retain eggs earlier in the season, but I did just breed her, as you know if you watched the video. She does look a little bit more chunky though, but I don't really think that makes much sense for the turnaround time to be that soon. I think maybe it could have also been that, you know, Asus really pinned her down for a week, so she didn't really get much exercise. But I did separate them a few days ago. They were over each other, and Dell was trying to kick Asus out, giving a little nibble here and then. So I removed them, but they bred for a while. I'm hoping that she'll lay. The next steps is really just to, you know, wait. I think it's 18 to 25 days for her to, you know, really find a place to lay her eggs, form them and everything. She's been doing a lot of digging. So she's going to apparently in 18 to 25 days or around that time find a place to dig, burrow, and lay her eggs, and she'll cover it. She'll look really wrinkly and really skinny once she does, and then I could dig them up and hopefully incubate them. Remember, guys, I've had a couple people hit me up about getting one of them. I'm not going to sell them for a lot, but I will do a little bit less than what you would ordinarily get for a regular Ackie, and I will incubate whatever you guys want. If you also send me some pictures or screenshots or whatever of an already done setup, I probably will be a little bit more generous with the price. I want to make sure they're going to a good home. But anyway, guys, that's really the update. I'll show you Asus real quick. Asus is back over here. Asus is the male. It was really cool, just going through that experience. I mean, obviously, you guys know I was very nervous and everything, but I'm looking forward to the next part of this adventure and incubating some eggs. I really want to experience what that's like, and like kind of go through all those stages and document them. But yeah, that's the big Ackie update I have. Everything went well. No real fighting or anything, so I'm pretty proud of them. Also, the house we're renting doesn't have the best electrical setup, so the ordinary place I usually put these in is over here, but that outlet blew. I have to get it fixed, especially before I leave for vacation, and we have this really scuffed setup reaching across the doorway here. I had to put another one over here near the roaches and the crickets and stuff, so that was unfortunate, but, you know, it does require a lot of power. I understand that, but it just gets really annoying, so I'm hopefully going to fix that very soon, and it will be back in its proper place and not be a tripping hazard. Speaking of craziness, like, it's been a really weird couple of days, but someone drove, I don't know if you see it, but over there, right above where my finger is once it focuses, you'll see some dirt and stuff. Someone drove across, like, our lawn and smacked our mailbox. You can see it, like, on the ground right there. And just like totaled the mailbox. Didn't say anything, didn't do anything, didn't leave a note or whatever, so, you know, I have to figure that out, but we've literally had a down mailbox for like 2 days now. Alright guys, last but not least is my Tegu, Frappuccino. He has been super grumpy lately, and he's been super grumpy because I switched him over to feeding every other day now. Now watch this, he just flops on the ground. Oh my god, he's such a doofus. But anyway, I switched him to eating every other day. I was aiming around 4 pounds to switch him over to doing that instead of every day. He was a little bit less when I did the weighing video, and then it went like another week, so he's probably close to 4 pounds, if not 4 pounds already. And I do want to make him go every other day before I go on vacation. That way I don't have to have someone come every day to feed him. He's been super sassy. Oh, finally got him! Haha. He's been super sassy about it though. Whenever a day goes by and then it's the day for feeding, he gets like really enthusiastic about eating and makes sure to like show it to me, like rub it in my face like I'm really hungry and you did this to me. It's kind of funny though, but he should be good. He has big meals on the every other day that he gets fed, so he's been good. He's eating fine, eating well. I'm still not a fan of his greens, but I'm really grinding them in there, and they'll sneak in. He thinks that he gets rid of them, but, you know, he doesn't. Otherwise, he just went through another shed, probably a little less than a week ago. He has some shed on his tail still that needs to come off. I'm keeping an eye on it because I might need to encourage some help here, because it doesn't look like it's coming off anytime soon, and he usually sheds it pretty much all together. He has been very difficult with his bath in his enclosure here. That's all the way over there. He like poops in it just like every morning and stuff. And I don't, number one, want to like encourage him to always have to like go in some water to go to the bathroom. Like, I want to make sure the husbandry's fine, because if they're using just water to go to the bathroom all the time, that's usually not that great, because it's a way to loosen up the stool and everything and pass it pretty quickly. But he shouldn't need to rely on that. So I'm trying to think all that through. I think you guys get what I mean. And it's just annoying, number 2, to just have to refill it every day and clean it out because he pooed in it. So typical Tegu things, I feel like, though. But he's very fun. I'm loving him. I'm so happy I got him. It's a big commitment to get a Tegu, just like 2 for 2. Just because they get so big and everything. He's still only a fraction of what he's gonna be. And you just gotta get a huge enclosure and everything, but he's just such a great animal. He's just so fun to interact with. He has such a personality. He dug a hole, you can see one end over there, where he just comes from under the ramp there and pokes his head out. It's just really funny. But yeah, guys, he's just awesome. So I definitely recommend getting a Tegu if that appeals to you, and if you can afford one and take care of one. Obviously, don't just get one on a whim. But anyway, guys, he's turning a year pretty soon too, as well. Probably in a month or so, maybe less. So that's pretty much all the updates I have, though. Other than that is really just, Lizzy the leopard gecko we adopted. That's, going along. I'm trying to piece together all the things I need for bioactive. And remember, guys, I'm doing a bigger setup that's going to be bioactive for my Crested Gecko Destin. We're waiting on a tax return thing to come in just before we go ahead and do all that. So that's going to come this summer still. We're just waiting for the income. Alright, guys, so it's time to wrap things up. Thanks for watching. Remember, we are now on Facebook, and we've been on Twitter and Instagram, so definitely give us a like, give us a follow. I'd really appreciate that. I'll see you guys probably on Monday. I think that's the next video, so stay tuned for that. Alright, guys, see ya.